Greetings, galactic angels of the Starseed resurrection. Waking up, rising up, eyes of the spirit fully open, connecting to all things through the heart center. And what is this resurrection? The rebuilding, the reconnecting, reforming, resolving. And what are we rebuilding? Paradise, sacred Eden, but fully as conscious co-creators with source energies of infinite light and infinite life. This is the 4th day of calm in the Schumann resonance. There is a bit of rainbow colors coming in and a small spike at 13 hertz today, and the 13 of the divine goddess energy is the divine feminine coming in fully now, waking up, rising up, waking up those that are still in slumber. Time for awakening, waking up from the dream of the old, of the separation programming. Today I experienced more fluctuating in the left eye, but it calmed down after 3 days of constant or consistent waves, pulsations, spasms. Many people reporting that they're experiencing the same thing, some right eye, some left. It's all connected. It's part of these ascension energies coming in. We're feeling it throughout the body. What people are calling the ascension symptoms, such as the ringing in the ear. In the ancient Taoist arts, when you go deep into that stillness, into the still center, we see the center of each Dantian, and the Dantian are the elixir fields within the body, the fields of elixir, the sacred mana, the sacred soma of the soul. Within each Dantian, there are 3 centers. We focus on the middle, just like the middle Dantian, the present, the heart center. So it's the 3, 6, and 9, the 33 energy coming in, where we're seeing this in many ways. Also 37 and 73. On earth as it is in heaven, external as we are experiencing internally. The late awakened master Krishnamurti would say the world is on fire, and we are the fire within. The external fire energies, everything is a mirror, it's a reflection from the manifestation within. So that's why we're seeing the New Earth manifestation as a collective. It is up to all of us as light workers, warriors of the light, way showers, to lead the way with our visions, our feelings of love, bliss, joy. And what are these feelings of fire that manifest through the world of suffering and conflict? Feelings such as fear, anger, desire, or false desire, wanting more than we need, or never having enough, or not appreciating what we do have. We call that hungry ghost. That's a Buddhist term. The 3 hells, the angry demon, the frightened animal, and the hungry ghost, symbolic of negative emotions that we experience as human beings in this realm. So with these energies coming in, many earthquakes again, over 145 and 1.5 or greater. We're seeing this all over the realm. Today in Turkey, there's been multiple in Turkey's. The center of ancient Stargate, 4.5, and more earthquakes. Today, 3.2 in Puerto Rico, several 3.2 earthquakes. And that's the Atlantean energy manifesting in, and consistent Lemurian energy in the Pacific through the Ring of Fire. We're seeing in the Philippines 4.4, 44. Also, there are multiple in California today, Southern California, 3.2, 3.1, and then Solomon Islands, 5.2. So what's interesting about the Solomon, people heard of King Solomon. We say Solomon. Ancients, some cultures, Solomon, the soul of man. Some people would say the soul of man, but another interpretation, soul of the moon. So soul, S-O-L, sun. You can see that as the sun in the sky that gives us warmth, the projector of energy, or soul, like the sun, like a child. So it could be interpreted as the son of the moon, M-O-N, mun, like Monday, named after the moon, Sunday, named after the sun, Saturday, named after Saturn, and so on. like Israel, Isis Ra-El, Isis the moon, Ra the sun, El Saturn, the three gods of ancient Egypt, combined together as the Trinity. Isn't that interesting? That's part of astrotheology, once you study the astrology of theology. These are ancient teachings that have evolved and been transformed, some twisted to the false. Why people call it the occult. Occult meaning hidden. The hidden meanings beyond or behind theology or religions or mythology. It all starts making sense and coming together once we see the meaning hidden behind the words or beyond. We look into the gematria, which is the code behind the letters, the numbers behind the letters. Alpha and Omega, the beginning, the end. Those are from the Greek letters. Alpha, the beginning, which is the A, the O, was the Omega, the end, and their vowels. Many people don't know, but many of the ancient writings didn't have vowels in their letter system. Those came many years later as languages evolved. Once you study linguistics and etymology, you start realizing that some words spelled differently had the same meaning based on where they placed the vowels after vowels were invented. Now, the sounds of the vowels were always there, but as a written language, the original Hebrew, Yahweh was YHWH, Yod-He, Vod-He. And then years later, when they incorporated the vowels were always sacred sounds. They were the angelic tones. That's why Latin has a lot of vowels, and Latin is chanted throughout the Western religions. Because with the vowels, you hit certain overtones. They're the sacred sounds. So depending on the region and the culture, vowels might have been put in different places. And this is part of how history potentially got fictionalized or manipulated for different agendas. But we're in the time of revelation where all is being revealed and all is coming to light and being exposed for what it is, so that they all can be resolved. All these negative, false things can be healed and resolved, so that humanity can be healed and lifted up, the ascension. So this is the rising up. The human mind focuses on gravity, the fall, the falling, the apple falling on the head of Sir Isaac Newton. This may be a legend based on stories, but the mind rarely thinks of the opposite of gravity, which is what we'll call levity. Levity is the rising up. It is the ascension, the raising of frequency. And we do this through the feelings and emotions within the body, within the mind, within the heart. We'll start today's first transmission from Diane Canfield. What is the spiritual 0-point creation field with the light body that we are moving into? Blessings, everyone. I talk about reaching 0 point in many of my articles and YouTube videos. Many have asked me what 0 point means. In quantum theory, 0 point relates to the vacuum state of particles. I call this the baseline for all creation. Some might think it's the empty state, yet it is anything but empty. Just because it cannot be seen and is not widely understood means nothing. Ascension 0 point we are entering. 0 point is the point of all creation. It is the point of everything and nothing at the same time. It is the point in meditation and times of intense bliss waves that I am all of everything and yet also in the void of nothingness. I am floating in space yet experiencing everything all at once. I am the state almost continuously psychically connected and tuning in. This is the point humanity is reaching through the ascension process. Ascension is raising one's consciousness to higher timelines of awareness, the timelines of creation, the timeline of the Creator itself, where there is everything and nothing at the same time. 0 point is where everything is available for manifestation and nothing is impossible. All possibilities exist at once. 0 point can only exist in the moment of now. This means we exist where there is no past, no present, and no future. We just are. 0 point is where one truth exists. To be able to access that truth, you must give up all false beliefs. 0 point is the same field that alien races appear to me in person. When you reach states of higher consciousness, you will be able to reach these states of nothingness and everything at once. Time slows down and seems to move at a snail's pace. This is where the event of ascension will occur. When enough of us have reached that state and perfected it over and over again. This is why I teach about this, to help others reach the ultimate spiritual goal of the highest awareness where everything is possible, the merging with the Creator into the spiritual 0 point field to become complete co-creators. It is in this state we will ascend, attaining Christ consciousness with the light body intact. Love, Diane, from DianeCanfield.com. And to myself, I see the 0 point as a portal, as a gateway. It is what Dr. Walter Russell would call the still, white, magnetic light at the center of all things. You may see this as the doorway to the void, to what we call emptiness. The stillness, the kingdom of heaven within, is through the portal, and its timelessness, or what we call the non-physical. So the Christ consciousness could be seen as enlightened consciousness, or illuminated, the first illumination, the original creative principle or creative manifestation through the light, through the portal, the still center, the 0 point field, which is everywhere, but we access it through the still center within ourself, Maho. And from Sri and Kara, the life of your dreams is the reality you are ready to claim. This is a very special moment, as the up-level energy of our first illuminated new moon within our first Mercury retrograde of the 2-year ascension up-level arrives, so does the gift of being able to honestly break free and live a BS-free life. How was the up-level illumination of the Mercury retrograde treating you so far? Ready to create the life of your dreams with the support of the universe? We are, and we know that you are too. Invite your direct connection with the universe to fully open and illuminate your vision. Consciousness is the gateway. Imagine your consciousness as the gateway to true healing and dream manifestation. From ShriandKara.com and from Elizabeth Peru, the blue light on Earth right now. Earth is being saturated in the blue vibration. It's coming in from way beyond our solar system. We're being helped by the angelic realm with the global heart opening, which remains underway and will be for some time. I began consciously connecting with this blue healing ray yesterday. Have you felt it too? Is the color blue calling to you? The blue vibration is cooling and soothes your over acidity, which has stirred on our planet since January. Feel the blue vibration bathe and rebalance your cells. It uplifts. Share with those it can assist. From ElizabethPeru.com. I know yesterday or the day before, I saw an image of 4 blue subjects. One was like blueberries, another blue flowers, and then blue aurora. And I know, like, when my eyes glanced upon these images, it was like this very powerful feeling of nostalgia. Something within that color and these images activated and triggered something that was hidden within my memories, which made me feel this deep nostalgic feeling, kind of like the longing for home. Many of us are feeling this, because this feeling of being in the world but not of the world is coming up for many people. And it raises the energy of the longing to be home, home in the pure land or paradise from which we came, but fully conscious, fully awake, and fully aware. Today from the Gene Keys, Unlocking the Hidden Purpose Hidden in Your DNA by Richard Rudd. It's Gene Key 37, and there's a 37 energy again. 37 into 73, Heaven on Earth, and it's from February 25th through March 1st, 2020, and Gene Key 37, Tenderness, Equality, and Weakness. The mother is also the place of infinite tenderness, where all members of the family can return to rest and remember their essence and purpose. More even than a single person, the mother is a feeling of safety and trust. that allows all human beings to excel. The 37th CD speaks into this great mystery of the Mother Essence. Tenderness is a collective fire, engendered through mutual compassion, fanned by the winds of grace, and carrying the transformative power of truth. An excerpt from the 64 Ways, and on the magical hologenetic gene keys geometry, the CD is the tenderness, 37 is clarity, 57 of rapture, 30. The gift is equality, 37. Equality is intuitive, 57. Lightness, 30. Equality is intuitive lightness. The shadow, weakness, is the unease of desire. Weakness, 37. Unease, 57. And desire, 30. Gene key, 30. So this week the gene keys, 37, 57, and 30 are interwoven. And this has to do with family alchemy. And it is in the sign of Pisces, mutable water. Through the 37th gift, humanity will come to see that it is the family that makes all human beings equal. We will find a new vision of family both locally and globally, and we will in time extend this vision to encompass the entire human family. And from the Yi Ching, the ancient book of change, or the classic book of fortune, from the ancient Chinese, code 37, the human family, wind carries the wild fire. The invisible breath connects all in this gift of life, and is the code of intentional passion. The superior man speaks the truth and is consistent in his behavior. And from the Tzolk'in times, kin 228, yellow resonant star. Resonant is the name for the number 7, and its key words are attune, inspire, and channel. The 7th day is all about adjusting your frequency, tuning yourself in so you may receive wisdom from the universe. We are now right bang in the middle of the white wind wave spell, so a good time to ponder what you've experienced thus far and attune so you may understand what steps to take next. Today is Yellow Star, which represents beauty, art, and elegance. Yellow Star days are great for appreciating art and beauty. Open your eyes, you will see it everywhere. Take time out of the daily grind and see the world for the magical place that it is. When you combine the meaning of the number and day, the result is channel beauty, or attune to elegance. To summarize, it's not rocket science understanding what today is all about. Celebrate beauty and allow your beautiful intuitive thoughts to inspire you. Create some art and make listening to your inner voice an art form. Today's guide is Yellow Sun, which represents universal fire, life, and enlightenment. The search for enlightenment is a never-ending quest, and a day guided by this energy will influence your actions. Look for revelations, and they will come to you. And from Christina Papagiorgio, attuning to beauty. Yellow resonant star, 7, Lamat, kin 228, 25 February 2020. 25-2-2020 equals 7-2-4 equal 13 equal 4. 25 spiritual wisdom, learning from the past. 7 magic, mystic, spirituality, solitude. 13 goddess, cosmos, natural lore. 4 earth, foundation, form, angelic. Kin 228 equal 12 equal 3. Trinity, joy, creativity. Another beauty-filled day focused on building a foundation of love, peace, grace, elegance, and compassion. Today is day 7 in the wave spell of Icke, the white wind who holds the power of spirit and communication, where we are being hollow vessels for spirit to communicate and operate through our being. Today we are tuning to beauty, grace, and elegance, channeling spirit, and experiencing the world through the eyes of spirit. Appreciating this beautiful, abundant, new world which we call home. Tone of creation, resonant, tone 7 in the emotional realm. Action inspires, power channels, essence attunement. Today we are super sensitive as we are attuned through our senses, the emotional feeling body as we tune in through the lens of spirit, channeling heaven's perspective of our perfected reality. What does grace, beauty, elegance look and feel like? We sense the resonance and can determine whether we are aligned with that frequency. So tune in and feel what your body is sensing. Try on the rose-colored glasses. Does it inspire and excite you? In order to accomplish it, you must be attuned to its frequency through this present moment. This energy facilitates a lovely divine flow by attuning and channeling spirit to be expressed through your creativity. You can also receive your inspiration to attune to service in order to make the day, life of others more joyful and pleasant. Number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, giving you the magic to channel more brilliant, inspiring creations. So what channel are you attuned to today? Today's challenge. In order to create a beautiful reality, we must focus on beauty, joy, abundance, compassion, peace, and gratitude. Energy flows where our attention goes. Today is an extremely potent day to focus on love and beauty in order to multiply this times 5 in your reality. So your task for today is to attune to positivity. You are required to focus on complimenting everyone with whom you interact today. Fill your day with joy. Look for beauty and good things that surround you and give gratitude for everything you experience for the entire day. If negativity tries to sneak in, ignore it, brush it aside, and turn your attention to what is wonderful. Change your dial. Absolutely no complaints allowed. So switch your dial to sweet talk. Smile at everyone you encounter and seek the divine essence in their vessel. In Icke, I am another you. We are all divine souls incarnate, sharing this grand adventure. So acknowledge and attune to this fact. Change your focus to create your beautiful new reality. Shine brightly, precious starseeds. So today is the day to let out your inner child, to play, play, play. It is time to sparkle and spread the love, joy, and hope throughout your divine, romantic play day. Share the love. Today's question is, how can I attune to beauty, grace, and love, channeling spirit and creativity to express through my vessel, experiencing my beautiful life as art. Divine blessings for experiencing yourself as pure, unconditional, divine, endless love today. In Icke, Christina, White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 228, Yellow Resonant Star. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to beautify. Inspiring art. I seal the store of elegance with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of universal fire. Aho. And one last thing about yesterday, the 24th. Today is the 25th of February. It was reported through, let's see here, Tortuga1320.com about the 33 years of living prophecy since the supernova 1987A Quetzalcoatl was discovered. February 24, 2020 marks the prophetic master milestone of 33 years since the discovery of SN 1987A Quetzalcoatl, the brightest extragalactic supernova ever recorded on Earth. The celestial event was the confirmation of the Quetzalcoatl prophecy brought forth by American author Tony Shearer. The prophecy was embraced by Jose and Lloydine R. Willis, who organized the Harmonic Convergence of 1987, the first synchronized global meditation on Earth in August 16 to 17, 1987, to commemorate its fulfillment. Why is this relevant now? 2020 marks 33 years from the groundbreaking event recorded in human history. So this 33-year harmonic milestone from the discovery of the supernova explosion and the arrival of its first rays of light brings us today a harmonic window of opportunity to shed some of this light on our collective memory, to remember the importance of this cosmic event and reestablish its synchronic and prophetic significance. Prophetic ripples in time. Exactly 5 years ago, the 28-year wave harmonic of light of this explosion arrived precisely on Kin 222, one wind. synchronizing with the completion of 124 Zolkins of 260 days each, since the birth of Tony Shearer, the author of the book Lord of the Dawn, and the voice of spirit behind this prophecy. Now, 7 Zolkins later, we are now transiting once again the wind wave spell of spirit that started on Kin 222 last February 19, 2020, just one day before the 20/02/2020 time portal, or February 20th, 2020. From the perspective of fractal time, the completion of Shearer's 131st galactic return represents also a milestone of deep harmonic significance. 224, Portal of Harmonic Resonance, February 24, marks the 55th day of the year, and since 2020 is a leap year, 311 days remain until the end of the year. This is a very special significance considering the following numerical and chronological factors. 55 corresponds to the 10th stage of the Fibonacci sequence. The 55th day of the Gregorian year is also analog of Kin 55, Blue Electric Eagle, gateway portal of the harmonic convergence of August 16, 1987. The date February 24 is also noted as 2.24 and marks 311 days to the end of the year. The date April 22 is also noted as 22.4 and corresponds to the 113th day of the year on leap years. We can appreciate 2 powerful numerical mirror correlations, 224 and 422, and 311 and 113. The Quetzalcoatl 224-422 code. The mysterious code started to be revealed on April 22nd, 2012. 4/22/2012, Kin 224, 3 Seed. On this precise day, 113th day of the Gregorian calendar and Earth Day, was reported the fall of a large meteorite that was found to contain some of the oldest material in the solar system. The prophetic attributes of this code were examined in detail and presented in 2014 as the 9th sign of the living prophecy on part 3 of the Quetzalcoatl bites her tail. At the time we noted, this coalescence of prophetic codes leaves us once again after 28 years at the beginning of the prophecy of Quetzalcoatl with the 222 code of prophecy. Tony Shearer in his book The Lord of the Dawn, the original seed of the harmonic convergence of 1987. In the traditional Maya count, July 26, 2014, first day of the 13 moon dream spell count, corresponding to 1 Icke, Kin 222, 1 wind. Kin 222, 1 wind codes this entire 9 moon year from head to tail as the first moon of the year and as the energetic frequency signature of the whole 13 moon planetary service wave spell. Also the equivalent analog traditional Maya count marker for the galactic Maya year bearer. The feathered serpent bites her tail once again. Kin 222 is also the perfect mirror of Kin 22 on the 1320 Zolkin matrix. 33, the resonant channel of prophecy. This 33-year wave harmonic holds therefore a deep numerical significance, considering several prophetic factors. Let's examine them. Number 33 plays a key role within the multiple spiritual streams of humanity. In classic numerology, the enigmatic number 33 is referred to as the master teacher and is associated with the spiritual evolution of humankind. The other 2 master numbers are 11, which is related to vision, and 22, which refers to vision with action. In numerology, these 3 master numbers are the only multi-digit numbers that don't get reduced or simplified. They create what is known as the triangle of enlightenment, where 11 and 22 sit at the base of the triangle and 33 sits at the top. 11 plus 22 equal 33. The spine is the central channel of the human body and is comprised of 33 vertebrae, matching the sum of the 13 joints and 20 fingers and toes that give us the ability to move. 13 plus 20, 33. Kin 33 is a perfect holographic container for the summoning power of the 1320 natural time frequency. Kin 33, Resonant Skywalker, is coded with the key numbers of the Synchronic Order, Tone 7, Seal 13. The Skywalker 13 represents the archetype of the prophet. About every 3,300 years, the Gregorian calendar accumulates 1 day of error with respect to the solar year. We are currently transiting the 33rd solar orbit since the completion of the Quetzalcoatl prophecy in the day out of time of July 25th, 2020. Kin 118 will mark the completion of 33 years since the new dispensation of time. The 2019 to 2020 transition window represents a threshold of key harmonic resonance, considering that we are also closing and opening of key cycles. We are closing the 7-year prophetic cycle from crossing the galactic synchronization event horizon of 2013. The 8-year pentagonal cycle of Venus that started with the rare Venus transit of 2012 to 2020. The completion of 1,328 years from the prophetic long count date 9.13.0.0.0. We are also starting 3 cycles of key harmonic resonance, a new 28-year Telektonon cycle, 2019 to 2047, a new 13-year cycle of the White Wizard, 2019 to 2032, and a new 8-year Earth-Venus pentagonal cycle. The purpose of mapping these celestial and historic events from the past is to gain perspective over large periods of time and establish new sets of time coordinates and time intervals that over time generate compounding resonance, revealing potent combinations of celestial harmonics and event patterns. This is the case now. This study is intended to provide a new, evolving framework of multiple radial reference points to measure the synchronic harmonic relationships between events over periods larger than one solar ring. This is done with the ultimate purpose of gaining greater insight on current and coming events on Earth, entering into resonance with a brighter future. These prophetic numerical messages are signaling us a golden opportunity for the final fulfillment of the Telektonon prophecy, the final redemption of Babylon planet, and our return to natural time. To honor this initiatic passage into new Sirius Cycle 33 and the completion of 1,328 years from the prophetic long count, a new educational initiative was set in motion in 2016. We are transitioning to Time is Art, the time of prophecy. 17 and 71 energies coming in to the field. Several people are asking about what they can do to assist or accelerate the ascension to help trigger the final event or the Great Awakening. I know most of you already know what your purpose is, what your mission is, but for those that are in question about what they can do or what can be done, I'll give one example and in the future give more examples of what each individual can do. And through my guides and higher self, when this question came up today, like what do we do or what should I do? One thing that you can do to assist humanity through this great awakening and ascension process as a mode of action, you can go to any hospice in the world and volunteer, even if it's only an hour a week or an hour a day, whatever you have time for, to connect with those in the transition phase or those that might be alone in these centers for assisting the human through some kind of healing protocol or through their ascension process. And within every hospice, there's generally at least one person, and these are all ages, and it's generally the elderly that may have all their loved ones have already transitioned, or they might be alone, that you can sit with them and hold their hand and look into their eyes, and at a minimum, just listen, just connect, just be there, and let them know they are not alone, that you are there with them to connect, to listen to their stories, to transmit as much love as you can, and let them know, look them in the eyes and let them know that they are loved. And through this process, you may receive activations and divine transmissions, possibly even greater than visiting that master on the top of the mountain, that mountaintop temple. And at a minimum, these vessels of light will transmit beautiful stories and messages to you of their journey through this dream spell. And that energy of the connection and the kindness that you show towards another human life will resonate out into the field. And the joy and the love that this entity, this being will receive from you will connect two worlds together, and the power will be multiplied. And this energy will connect through the grids of Pachamama, divine Gaia, and resonate through the whole field to rise up, to lift up in energies of the love and the light for all to benefit and take part in. For what we are doing here through this great mission of lifting all humanity, all life, and all timelines, all realms here now, through these event energies, through this ascension process, the great awakening, we are all doing our part and doing our best here now. 77 coming through from the higher realms. The human mind cannot even imagine what little acts of kindness can do for the collective. These random acts of kindness can do for humanity. Many people want to know when. When is the event and what will happen? And I say, half jokingly, don't take anything too seriously, that I wouldn't want to ruin the grand finale. It's like, have you ever had when you haven't seen a movie and you want to see it and someone tells you the end? It's like it ruins the movie. It ruins the enjoyment of that play, of that event. If we knew how it would end, how the story would end, it would diminish the journey. The journey is not about the destination. Obviously, you have a goal, an end point. That is your destiny, but it's not about arriving. It's like listening to a symphony. You don't listen to get to the end. You listen to enjoy the music and enjoy that which is unfolding in the now and the journey that you go on, the rise and fall of energy and the dramas and the comedy and the joy and the bliss through this journey. And sometimes the ending may not be what we expect. And I'll tell you this, I'll reveal a little secret. What is coming, what we call the event, is beyond anything you can imagine anyways. And does anyone know the exact time or day? No. Just like the rapture, no one knows the time and date, but you'll feel it now through the crown. If you put your awareness into your body, as energies are downloading through your crown chakra, the Baihui, down through the central channel, anchoring into Gaia. But I will tell you this, when you realize what the great shift is, when the great shift is, what is beyond the omega point, you will laugh your way to freedom. I can guarantee that. Although there's no guarantees in life, when you put your awareness in your heart center and feel the bliss and the joy that is the eternal self, you will have a great laugh. 7-11 just coming in. When you finally realize the punchline of this journey, it will bring you great joy and laughter. You can experience it now through that 0 point energy, through the bliss of the void, through the portal that's fully open now. The veil is fully lifting, revealing the great humor of Creator, our highest self. So whatever you're feeling in the body now, if it's any kind of pain, any kind of imbalance, 12-12 and 2-2-2 coming through, anywhere in the body that you feel any kind of discomfort, pain, imbalance, smile into that area of the body, into that organ, into that limb, into that joint, and send love to that feeling. Send as much love as you can gather, as you can manifest, and smile into that feeling, because just beyond any feeling is the bliss, the infinite bliss. There is no plateau. That's the good news. The good news is that there is a threshold, a plateau to pain and trauma. The body, the mind can only be traumatized so much before it's totally released. And the good news is bliss is infinite. There is no plateau. It's endless. Just like only fear dies, fear is temporary, joy is eternal. And when you really feel into that concept and make it your own, at one-ment, become one with the universe, trust yourself, trust the source, Trust your mission. Have faith in your highest self and in your lowest self, whatever that may be to you, based on your perception, your perspective, and your experience. Zen Master Sensei Ogoi would say, born alone, gone alone, come alone. Well, where do we come alone? We know we came into this body. We know we leave this body alone, at one, but we return the journey to all one. It's not separation. It's not loneliness. It is at-one-ment, atonement, beyond the one and the many, or the emptiness and the form. The emptiness is the vessel that holds all form, the divine feminine womb, and through that womb manifests the sound, and then the still white light manifests out of the sound frequency, and that light, that still white light, manifests the yin-yang, black and white, positive, negative, masculine, feminine, and from the duality manifests the trinity, the present, the neutral, the center. Can't have the middle without the left and the right, or the up and the down. And the I am presence is always in the center, always in the middle, guiding you home. And with that, let us know in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, what you see for the new earth. I appreciate you all and your amazing, beautiful comments. That helps all Starseeds and Lightworkers on this journey, seeing what you're all experiencing. And it's also being watched by the higher dimensionals, our teams in the celestials, our star families are witnessing. This is kind of a way for them to gauge where the collective is at based on people's interaction. 717, 1771 coming through. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Click the subscribe button below the video and the little bell next to subscribe to get notifications on future uploads. And also in the description below the video is a link to the transcriptions of these transmissions. We have them all archived on primedisclosure.com. There's over 1,000 transmissions. And on that note, thank you for joining us today. Have a beautiful and blessed day and sweet dreams, beloved beings of light. I love you all. Namaste.